You know those people who just seem to glide through life? The ones who seem to have this secret to success, this effortless calm about them? Well, I'm going to let you in on something. It's not about luck, and it's not just about talent. The real secret, it's all about how they've learned to master their own minds. And that's exactly what we're going to break down today.
So what really is the difference maker, right? Why is it that some people just seem to pull success towards them so easily, while others struggle? It's a question I think we've all asked ourselves at some point.
First things first, let's just get one major myth out of the way. Success isn't about being lucky. It's not about just stumbling into the right place at the right time. It's way more deliberate than that.
And you know what? It's not just about raw talent either. We've all seen incredibly talented people who just never quite get there, who never reach their full potential. So if it isn't luck and it isn't talent, what is it?
Here it is. The real, honest-to-goodness competitive advantage in life is mastering your own mind. It's all about the internal conversations, the habits, and the perspectives that you choose to build day in and day out.
So here's how we're going to walk through this. First, we'll talk about rewiring your brain. Then we'll connect the dots from thought to action. After that, we'll get into mastering your world. And finally, we'll see how to make your mind your strongest ally.
All right, first up, we have to start from the inside out. If you want to change your results in the real world, you've got to start by changing the very machinery that creates them, and that's your brain.
Think about that conversation you're always having with yourself. You know that little voice in your head? The words you use are so powerful. They are literally training your brain what to do. When that inner critic pops up and says, "I can't," your brain just shuts down. It stops looking for a way. But when you fire up your inner coach and say, "I can figure this out," suddenly your brain starts searching for solutions. And the best part? You get to choose who you listen to.
So here's a really practical way to start doing that. What you focus on grows. It's that simple. If you're constantly looking for problems, guess what you're going to find? Problems. But what if every single morning you intentionally decided to focus on just 3 positive things? You'll actually start to retrain your brain to see opportunities and solutions everywhere.
And this brings us to one of the most powerful tools in your mental toolkit, gratitude. Now, this is so much more than just a nice feeling. It's an active mental practice. Gratitude literally trains your brain to stop focusing on what you lack and start seeing the abundance you already have all around you.
Okay, so once you've started to get your inner world sorted out, how do you actually bring that change out into the real world? Well, that brings us to our next section, moving from thought to action.
Listen, the key here isn't to make some massive, overwhelming change overnight. It's about building small, consistent, daily habits. We all know motivation comes and goes, right? But habits put your progress on autopilot. They create this unstoppable momentum.
Still think small actions don't matter? Just think about this for a second. Reading for just 5 minutes a day adds up to over 1,800 minutes a year. That's more than 30 hours of learning and growth from something that takes less time than making coffee. That's the magic of compounding in action.
And all of these small, consistent actions build something absolutely essential: confidence. But we need to redefine what confidence really is. True confidence isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It's a quiet, internal trust you have in yourself, a trust that you earn over time.
So how do you earn that self-trust? You do it by keeping the promises you make to yourself, no matter how tiny they seem. Waking up when your alarm goes off, finishing that one small task. Every single promise you keep is like a vote of confidence in yourself, and it builds this incredibly strong foundation of self-trust.
All right, now that you're starting to rewire your thoughts and build that self-trust through action, let's talk about how you can apply this brand new mindset to the world around you.
Here is such a powerful way to think about your emotions. They're not commands, they're signals. They're like traffic lights. Anger? That's a red light. It's telling you to just pause and think before you do anything. Excitement? That's a green light, signaling it's probably a good time to act. Just remember, you are the driver, not the car. You are in control. Now, think about what this means for our relationships. We often think that communication is all about talking, about getting our point across. But the real power? It's in listening. When you genuinely listen to someone, you build incredible trust, you gain a way deeper understanding, and you avoid so much needless conflict.
Oh man, here is a mental trap that will absolutely steal your joy: comparison. Constantly focusing on what other people are doing is a game you just can't win. There will always be someone ahead of you. The only game that's truly worth playing is you against the person you were yesterday.
Focus on your own progress and learn to celebrate your own wins. And this leads us to a really deep insight. True power isn't about winning every single argument or being right all the time. Real power is having the wisdom to choose your battles and, just as important, having the strength to walk away from drama. Seriously, prioritizing your own inner peace is the real win.
So, let's bring this all together. All of these secrets, all of these techniques, they all point to one fundamental thing: transforming your relationship with the one constant in your life, your own mind. This quote just perfectly captures the entire idea, doesn't it? Your mind can be your biggest, most vicious enemy. Or it can be your most powerful, strongest ally. It can be the source of all your self-doubt and fear, or it can be the source of your creativity and strength. The beautiful thing is, that choice is entirely up to you.
Look, the real transformation doesn't happen when you know this stuff. It happens when you do this stuff. So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a simple question. Which one of these secrets will you choose to put into practice today?